Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again on the channel, and today we're doing something that is pretty cool, I think. Some of the limited edition figures Jakks have had over the years. Some of these I had as a mint in box and I was going to leave them that way, and then I said to myself, you know what, I want really good quality mint in the box ones. I'm going to open these up and I'll get a second set to keep in the box, and so this is going to be my opener set. So I figured I'd open them all up together. I figured that made sense. As you guys know, Jakks made limited edition stuff all the time. There is insane amount of Jakks limited edition figures out there. Be it the box sets, the online retailers, store exclusives like Kmart, KB, Toys R Us, Rite Aid, Walgreens, Ringside Collectibles. I mean, there's a million places they sold limited edition Jakks figures for. A little different than it is today, when primarily Ringside Collectibles is your major limited edition one, and then you get your sub-series for Target and Walmart's that we get. But these were always kind of one-off figures for different places, and I believe the majority of the ones we're opening up today are all going to be online exclusive ones. There used to be a called, was it All Cool Gifts and ProFigures.com, and of course Ringside, that got a lot of these over the years, be it the regular lineup or the Jakks Classic Superstars lineup. Always liked this Triple H figure. Very cool figure, I felt. I never had an issue with this. I remember this being around, but I don't 100% remember where it came from. I want to say it was one of those online retailers, but I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. Triple H, his King of Kings attire, I would call it. Typical Ruthless Aggression style packaging. It was not in a box like some of the exclusives we do see. But very cool with all the soft goods, stuff like that. On the back, here it is right here. Promoting the ECW set as well as the Ruthless Aggression set. Let's see who's in that. Ruthless Aggression Series 28, you got Tori Wilson, Victoria, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Mr. McMahon, Kenny Dykstra, and Super Crazy. ECW Series 2, Joey Styles, Elijah Burke, Mike Knox, Kelly Kelly, B. Mahoney, don't call him Balls, and Bobby Lashley. So some heavy hitter lineups there. Well, not really heavy hitters, but lineups nonetheless. But I always like this Triple H. We have a Mattel Basic, which is an entrance grate that we can compare that to, and I will grab that to compare to this one once we get him open. So without further ado, let's open up this bad boy. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. I didn't realize it was a full-on cape. That's kind of cool. I thought it was just like kind of tied to his shoulder just a little bit, but no, it's a full-on cape. See you later. Or can I get him out? See you later. See you later. Very cool. Look at that. In the old plastic prison. Alright, so no sledgehammer with this. For some reason I remembered this coming with a sledgehammer, but obviously I was wrong. It does not. Get him out of here. See you later again. Comes with a crown, and I guess I wish this crown was more hard goods. It's almost like a papery, pleathery type thing. But not terrible. Definitely not terrible. A little bit of stickiness to the hair, that Jakks disease, but I really love the waist belt type thing. Just very the Conan the Barbarian, King of Kings, Triple H. Very solid figure. I like this one a lot. That's why I had to get one mint on card. I like the hood there, or not the hood, the cape. And I love the pliable little rubber band thing you put over his neck, so we'll do that right now. Hopefully here. Get him all situated together. Very cool. Very cool. I like this jacket. I keep wanting to call it a jacket. It's a cape. I like that cape. That is a solid, solid figure. A little cartoony as the Jakks bodies were. Not as realistic as the Mattel, but these were also before Mattel, as you guys know. Here is the Mattel version. We can kind of compare them. Like I said, the Mattel one is a basic. Now, a lot of people don't know that about the entrance grates. A lot of those early entrance grates, everybody thought they were elites, but no, they were just really dressed up basics. But you can kind of compare these two. Obviously, this one looks a little more realistic, but this jacket on this one is very solid. Here's the jacket for the other one. A little bit more furry, but it doesn't have the little nice cape thing to really keep it in. I don't know. It seems to fall off more. Kind of get you both of them like that together, but there it is. You guys tell me in the comments which ones you like better. I'm sure there's a lot of Mattel fans out there, but for me, I think I like this Jakks one. There's just something about it. I like the head. This basic Triple H, they use this a lot. I don't like the small head. He always looked a little too slim. This one looks a little bit too cartoony, but you almost need another one to kind of meet in the middle and be the best of both worlds. And maybe we'll get one day in one of these elite lineups. I wouldn't be shocked if they don't revisit this one. You know, they revisited The Undertaker from the Decade of Domination Series 1. That was an entrance great. They revisited that one. Wouldn't be shocked. This is one of the most iconic Triple H outfits. I would not be shocked for them to make a true elite of this. It's got to be coming one of these days down the line. Maybe even like a Legends set or something like that. But I am fairly certain we will see that. But for my money, I'm going all in on this Jakks one. You guys tell me in the comments which one you like better. But that's it. There's Triple H, King of Kings. Let's see who we got next. Alright guys, next up is one of my most disappointing figure purchases in the last couple of years. As some of you longtime followers know, I was after this figure for a long time. A lot of ridiculously priced ones out on eBay and Mercari. People wanting hundreds of dollars. But I finally got this at a good price. I think it was about 40 bucks, maybe shipped, something like that. I was very excited for it. And then what happens, I get it in the mail, and it is in a bubble, not even a bubble mailer, just a big envelope. And of course, it was rainy that week. The package was extremely ruined from the wet. You know, it was totally ruined, the packaging, the envelope. So this figure just absolutely fell apart. And as you can see, it was open. You know, it's all water damaged. Obviously, the figure inside is fine, but the packaging is total garbage. I had planned to keep this mint in box, so now I am looking for another one of these mint in box. There's a few out there on eBay. They cost too much, or they're autographed. I just want a mint, plain Jane version is all I need. So I'm still on the lookout for that. At least I got a loose one, I guess. And this is a very, very cool figure. Probably Jakks' best Kane figure, if you ask me. I've always admired this one from afar. I never had it back in the day. We're actually getting an updated version of this with Mattel Decade of Domination Series 2, Walmart exclusive. That should be coming out hopefully the end of November, sometime in December to the stores. We'll see. You never know with those things anymore. But we're going to get a modern day take on this figure. So that's kind of cool. But there it is, Kane. Comes with the mask, comes with the towel, comes with the urn, all kinds of accessories. Side there. Kane on the side. And then you got the back. Who are they promoting back here this time? Ruthless Aggression Series 22, Rey Mysterio, Victoria, Tori Wilson, Kurt Angle, Matt Stryker, and Nikki from the Spirit Squad. And then promoting Ring Rage, the sub-series that we got, the 22.5. It had Lita, Undertaker, Big Show, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, Edge, and HBK. So they always promote those. But let's open this one up. Like I said, it's already practically open. It's fallen off the card. Talk about a heartbreak. That was one of the most heartbreaking openings I ever had. Everything's loose in here. It's all damaged and gross. See you later. Very, very unfortunate. There is Kane in his plastic prison. Love that extra head mask. The towel, which I believe we saw this towel with Taz as well. The urn's got its own little packaging, which is cool. See you later. Pop the mask out. Pop Kane out. See you later. Oh, you're kidding me. And it just gets better. I got the Lucy arm. That happens every once in a while with Jakks. I absolutely hate it. This is a chocolate cake Kane. It looks like he just got his face pushed into a cake. It looks a little interesting. It's supposed to be the burnt face Kane. I think they should have had that probably more of a black than a brown. This looks just like he was eating chocolate cake like a baby, getting all messy. Typical urn. We've seen this urn many a times. I like the towel feature. You know, same towel we had, just different color, but you can put that around his head, of course, if you want. Does it have Velcro on it? No Velcro, no nothing, so you got to kind of make it work. But, you know, Kane used to wear that towel all the time and stuff like that. And then, of course, you got the mask. Fits so-so on his head. Not the greatest, not the worst fit. It looks a little strange without the hair. I guess I kind of used to the hair on this Kane. I'll probably have him holding the mask to symbolize, you know, him taking it off. Because we have Kanes similar to like this. But man, that loose arm drives me absolutely nuts. That was one of the worst things about Jakks figures. Especially buying loose Jakks figures. You got to be careful. You got to really ask yourself, hey, are the joints tight? Are they loose? And as you guys see right out of the packaging, sometimes you'll get ones with loose joints. And that is so frustrating. The modern day example of that we have is sometimes the ab crunch is loose on Mattel or something like that. Drives me absolute crazy. I hate it when that happens. But this Kane is a solid figure besides that. Like I said, I'll display him without his mask on. Probably the urn down at his feet. Maybe put the towel over his head. Have him holding the mask. Maybe holding the urn. I don't think he can hold it. His hands aren't big enough. But there you go. There's the Kane limited edition. I'm really looking forward to the Mattel upgrade on this one. Alright, our next exclusive we're going to look at here is Rey Mysterio, who's no shy guy when it comes to Jakks exclusive figures. Many a Jakks figures exclusive. Probably the best one was that WrestleMania headdress version he had. We can't forget about that Australian exclusive that was the bane of my existence for about a year. I finally did track that one down. But this is the Silver Surfer edition, I believe from SummerSlam. We'll read into it here, but let's take a look first. You got in there all silver. I mean, a very silvery figure, Silver Surfer. Toy Biz did a Wolverine very similar to this. I think it was like the 25th anniversary of Wolverine figure, and it looks identical to this. I should get those and put them together. But your typical Ruthless Aggression packaging there. You got Rey Mysterio on the bottom, the limited edition sticker there, the WWE seal down there. You got Rey. He's got an accessory with him, and it's an old friend accessory, and we'll talk about that once we get him open here. The back is kind of cool. It doesn't list any of the other Jakks lineups like it usually does. It's just kind of separate. It's just highlighting the figure. Got a little Rey Mysterio logo, a little glamour shot of him, and then some writing down there in English and Spanish. Let's read it in Spanish or English. We'll do English. The 20th anniversary of SummerSlam 2007. The return of Rey Mysterio, who was sidelined for almost a year due to injury, brought the crowd to his feet. Mysterio charged the ring, covered in silver paint and lots of attitude. And he did not disappoint fans who were anxious to see him get his revenge on his longtime nemesis, Chavo Guerrero. So I don't remember that match or that SummerSlam at all off the top of my head, but I do remember him dressed in all silver like this. And everybody's saying it's the Silver Surfer Rey Mysterio. But very cool that this was dictated and put into figure form. Obviously, another Jakks extremely easy repaint, but one that works. Very easy to just turn a figure that they already have. I guarantee this is the same figure we've had a million times. They just painted it all silver and bam, new figure. There you go. And Rey gave him a little bit of help. Got the little Aztec kind of warrior logo on there too, which is interesting. But a very solid figure. I did get one that was more minty, so I'm going to open up my damage box one. See what all the fuss is about here. Let's open him up. There it is. See you later. Look at that. Silver Surfer indeed. Very cool. It's just something different. You know, it's just something different, and Jakks is the king of something different. I like it when they step outside the box like this. See you later. Oh, are you kidding me? This is just, look at this. It's just loose arms. Both arms 100% loose. What is going on? I got to figure out how to tighten these arms up. Jeez, that drives me nuts. If I was a kid playing with I'd have to get another figure. I could not play with two loose arms like this. It just drives me absolutely crazy. It drives me absolutely crazy now. I don't understand if that's just kind of quality control over the years. If, you know, after 15 years in the package, the limbs just loosen up. I don't know, but it is extremely annoying. Man, I hate that. It really ruins the whole figure for me, to be honest with you. I don't like it at all. This is the later day Rey Mysterio head scan, not the little peanut head. I always call the early Rey Mysterios for the Jakks lineups. He had more of a peanut head. It always annoyed me. His head was too small. This one's too big. They never really got it quite right. But I do prefer this bigger head over that smaller head. Man, it's just disappointing. Kane and now this one, both having loose arms. These limited editions, I guess they're garbage. They're garbage in the limbs. You got to keep them in the package. Don't be like me. Don't get a second set to open. That's what I'm seeing. We'll see how this last Triple H does. Obviously, this comes with the ring bell. We're no stranger to ring bells throughout the years. A lot of great stories with these ring bells, and this one is no different. This is an actual Tijuana ring bell that Rey took with him on his travels, and Rey was a prankster. He would always be kidding on the road trips and stuff, and so much to the point where a lot of guys didn't like to ride with him because he was always pulling ribs. And Chavo Guerrero, the most famous one, he was riding down the road with Chavo Guerrero, which is kind of fitting because that's what this Silver Surfer costume represents, his match with Chavo Guerrero. But they would be riding down the road, you know, and they'd be riding, him and Chavo would be riding, and Eddie'd be along when Eddie was alive for a lot of it. You know, Eddie'd be driving, and Chavo would be riding shotgun, and Rey would have the back seat spreading out, and Chavo would always fall asleep. It was like clockwork. They always called him Sleepy Chavo. He'd always take a nap, and you guys all know, you've been on road trips. Number one thing you don't do on a road trip is fall asleep when you're riding shotgun and it's late at night after a long night at a concert or a party or whatever. Stay awake, keep that guy driver going. Well, Chavo would never do that. Well, Rey always carried this Tijuana ring bell with him. It meant a lot to him, and he used it in many gags over the years. But on this night, they were driving down the road, and Chavo, once again, you know, fell asleep. He was out cold, had a couple cold ones after the show, and went right to sleep, and Eddie and Rey were fuming. Rey said, you know what, I'm going to the back of the trunk. I'm going to get the ring bell out. He got it out. He put this bad boy right next to Chavo's ear and just started hammering, just wailing away on this ring bell. And, you know, Chavo jumped up, hit his head, and actually cracked the window. He hit his elbow on that window so hard. You guys know the elbow is the hardest part of the body, that and the kneecap. He broke that window on that rental, and it was like below zero. They were out in like western Nebraska. I think coming from Colorado, going over to Kansas City. Real cold. They had to drive about 300 miles with no window, just freezing inside. And, you know, it makes you wonder, who was the rib really on? Was it on Rey or was it on Chavo? I don't know, but that's that story of that ring bell as I heard it to me many years ago. And somebody, I'm sure, can verify that story to see if that is correct or not. I'd love to know in the comments, but I think that's right, but you guys let me know. So that's the story of the ring bell, and this is the story of the loose Rey Mysterio Silver Surfer Edition. 2 disappointments in a row. Hopefully we can end on a high note with the Triple H. We'll see. All right, and our final limited edition Jakks Ruthless Aggression figure is a Triple H. We started with Triple H and we ended with Triple H. Now, the hopes here is he doesn't have loose arms and everything else, because the first Triple H, great. Kane, hot garbage with loose limbs. Rey, double hot garbage with double loose limbs. I just, for my sanity, hopefully this Triple H holds up. This is a later day Jakks exclusive, kind of at the end, and a bit of a sleeper one. You know, for a long time, this figure did not come up on the usual eBay, Mercari's, Facebook group sites out there. It was kind of a lost gem. Recently, there's more and more have popped up. I got this one recently as, you know, I already have one mint. I said, you know what, I want to get one to open up. Comes with the soft goods shirt, which is cool, and we saw it from time to time with Jakks, but not all the time. So very cool that we got this one. We got a Triple H that always is a weird face. His teeth always look so weird. We'll show that soon. Always very strange. I just never understood this face scan. It's supposed to be later day for Jakks' sake, you know, mid-2000, probably 2007. I don't know. I always thought this face scan was really weird, but a cool figure. I like the packaging on it. I definitely like the shirt, and you get the hammer or the sledgehammer and a water bottle, which is fitting with Triple H. But let's take a look there. You can kind of see that face. There's just something about that I don't understand, and I'm just not a fan of that. It's probably his worst head scan, if you ask me. You got the shirt in there, and the water bottle and the hammer, all that fun stuff. And you got the back. We're promoting. We got to promote. If you're Jakks, you got to promote. You got to do it. John Cena, Candice Michelle, Chris Benoit, William Regal, Hardcore Holly, and Finley, Series 26 of the Ruthless Aggression. Deluxe Aggression Series 7, Mr. Anderson, Jeff Hardy, Chris Benoit, Carlito, Rey Mysterio, and Sabu. For some reason, I remember seeing this at FYE back in the day. I don't know if that was where it was exclusive to, or if it was one of those fan channel exclusives that was available to a lot of places outside of your typical Walmarts, Targets, and stuff like that. I can't remember totally off my head, but I think I remember seeing this at FYE back in the day. As that made sense. They were also a place that got Jakks figures. We talked about earlier. There was a million places to buy these figures back in the day. Not so much anymore. But let's open up this Triple H. Let's see what's going on in here. See you later. Very cool. Very cool. So there it is. You have the water bottle we've seen a million times. The sledgehammer we've seen a million times. Always reminds me of the sledgehammer of, you know, the carnivals. The little ones you'd hit your head. The, like, blow-up ones. Got the shirt, and it looks like we're... Get my scissors here. We're tied in. They tie the shirt in, which is interesting. Can I get it out? There's one. So it comes with a little thread. That's attention to detail, though. Putting thread in there to hold it in place. You can't be against that. And it's a very cool shirt. I mean, this would probably work on a Mattel Elite, and I might try that later on. There it is. Vince likes cock. Right there. And Rooster on the front. You got DX. So very cool. Nice, soft, good shirt. Great quality. I don't know if it stains the figure or not. Oh, no. See you later. Oh, man. We're close. It was close. We're a little loose. It's one of those arms where if you play with it and move it around enough, it'll become loose very soon. So, man, Jakks, I don't know what is going on with these limited edition ones. But very disappointing. I hate loose limbs. There he is with the DX tights on the back as well. I don't know. Very loose. And I always hated this water bottle accessory too. We saw this a few times, not a ton of times, but it's too big. No figure could hold this in their hand. It was always too big, so it doesn't make sense. And Triple H, known for his sledgehammer, known for his water. So there's no fun stories there to be told, but very, very disappointed there that we got another loose, it seems, figure. And this is a weird shirt as well, is it just has Velcro on the side here, not all the way to the top or anything else. This one you have to really fight to get on him. So very strange. But there it is, the Triple H, I believe FYE exclusive. Let's wrap the video up. Let's put them all here together and put them in order of how we like them. All right, well, here we are. Here's the whole lineup, all four of them. I put them in order. My favorite definitely is this King of Kings Triple H. Quality-wise, no loose limbs. Awesome cape jacket type thing. Cool headdress. Just an all-around cool figure. So definitely number one for me. Number two, I guess it's going to be the other Triple H, because these loose limbs I cannot get over. So Triple H be number two. Love the soft goods on this one. This is probably one of the best quality soft goods shirts we've seen, be it Jakks or Mattel combined. Just a great quality figure right there. Great quality accessory. And then Kane probably would have been, maybe these two would have flipped if he would have been in good condition. But loose limbs really ruins it for me. And then the mask, definitely have to go with the mask off. And I would have liked to seen a little darker face paint. Like I said, it looks like he just kind of fell into a chocolate pudding or chocolate cake on his face. And I think it looks better in pictures online than it actually does in person. And that loose limb does not help it at all. And then the hot garbage down here, old jokester Rey playing tricks on everybody. And his ultimate final trick was playing one on me. He came open right out of the package with two loose arms. Very, very disappointing quality. All these years later, I'd write Jakks, but they'd probably blow me off. But very disappointing on the Silver Surfer Rey. Kind of a cool figure, a moment in time represented. I think that's cool, but hate that loose limbs on that one. And there's really no fixing it. I've tried a few things trying to fix those in the past, and it just gives way after a while. So there's really nothing that can be done. He's just going to have to stand on my shelf, and I'll have to try to burn that and erase that from my memory that he has loose limbs. But I'll probably never forget. So there you have it. 4 Ruthless Aggression Jakks figures, limited edition. Something Jakks did primarily well over their entire run, be it Classic Superstars or Ruthless Aggression line. Really always looked forward to their exclusives and some of their limited editions. And like I said, these are 4 of many over the years. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like the video. Don't forget to comment. Tell me about these. Did you have these? Did you have the dreaded loose limbs? I think we've all had it at one time or another, especially if you bought a lot of these Jakks figures. So leave me comments about that and your thoughts on these as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You guys know I'm putting out new videos every single day. So come back tomorrow, see what we got cooking over here. And for Triple H and Kane and the wobbly jokester Silver Surfer Rey Mysterio, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.